Happy Memorial Day. Today is Monday, but I have a job interview Tuesday, so we're prepping for it, and I'm about to show you how I prep. So I've made a interview prep guide. It's basically an overview to tell me what I should know before I go, what the role is actually about, and the key intel, and about 20 questions that I can anticipate during the interview. So I treat each role like a military briefing before we're going into a mission, what the role is about, the patient population, which is specific to this role, but it's basically intel about what you're stepping into and what your end user is going to be. So any type of intel on the hiring board, I can only find one. So we'll talk about his experience and use that in the interview question as we go along. And then section 2, I have a bunch of questions. So I created a question bank based off of my resume and what the role is to just anticipate those questions. And we could, of course, we can adjust file whenever we need to. So tell me about yourself. That's a very big one. That's probably what they're gonna open up with. And then I have a answer to that, which I won't read verbatim. I'll use it as a frame as I tell them about myself in a professional aspect. Any role specific questions they may have. So how would you handle a patient who is dissatisfied? I have a full answer for that. Any background challenge questions you should expect to be challenged on what's on your resume. Any behavioral questions. So one example, tell me about the time you had to deliver bad news. Any situational questions. So what would you do if X happened? How would you respond to X? And then your star story. So I have 2 star stories for this role. They're all embedded within my questions, but I have summaries at the end just in case I have to go through it again. I'll come back and look at it. So that's my 1-star story about serving during COVID when I was in the Guard in Maryland. And then another star story about what I deal with now in my current role. Then intel questions for the board and closing questions. But a big one is I created a mini slide deck just to explain what the role needs and how I can be of service to that role and what the role requires versus what I bring and what they would get if they selected me. So this is what I do in my real life approach when I'm searching jobs and applying. This is more on my counseling one-on-one, so we go deep into it. If this is something that you want help with or want assistance with and you need the service, hit me up, text me, and I'll get it with you. I'll let y'all.